16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
11 empty.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got this to Pickens. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow over the middle, hauled in by Shark. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Santos for the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. Touchdown, Bills. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And Shark hauls it in.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Here we go, here we go.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
11 MP take. 11 MP take.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
On one, ready? 11 Thomas. 11 MP take. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Shark's got it, left side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
From the 25 on second down, Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 12.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Touchdown, Bears! Brandon Cooks, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to...
He's got a man. Complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's a give up the middle. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Smith catches left side. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Burrow looking to pass. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
This is caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut the lead back down to 2. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel.
And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
11.
From the 27, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Gun. That's good.
backs will come in motion right. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bears! Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Santos with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They go play action with Burrow. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Irv Smith Jr. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah Pacheco. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point good by Prater as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And here we go. I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Down right around the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Finding Sutton. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Pickens complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And again, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. In all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Bears, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.